What's going on YouTube, and welcome to the Rundown. I'm your host, Run Good. Every Thursday coming at you as we put a bow tie on week 4 of NFL action and a look ahead to week 5. Today we have a box battle. Me and my buddy John are going to be checking out some 2021 Pro Set Metal football, seeing who got the better box. I'm going to be on the right, he is going to be on the left. But if you're not aware, every Thursday on the channel now, we are talking all things football. We're going to do a football rip every Thursday. Going to talk about the previous week and what a week it was. Urban Meyer employing the shotgun offense.
Tell me, you didn't just say that.
Man, that's the funniest story of the week. Who would have thought, right? Who would have thought that a middle-aged football coach who coaches a team in Florida was into blonde women, right? Like, who would have thought, right? So Urban Meyer in a little hot water. We'll have to see if between the time I record this on Tuesday night and by Thursday, if he is still the coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Of course, last Thursday, the Jaguars put on a hell of a performance, almost got the first win of the season. Joey B and the Bengals said not quite, took the win 24-21 in a great Thursday night game. I did expect the Bengals to blow them out, so I was a little surprised at how good that game was last week. This week, who do we got this week? Let me see if I can figure out who we got. We got the Rams and the Seahawks, that's right. Not quite used to that. I'm not used to my Seahawks playing on a Thursday night. But obviously, that will dictate whether I'm in a good mood or I'm in a bad mood on Saturday during the group breaks. So Rams got punched in the mouth against the Cardinals. Who would have thought? I had the Rams in that game. I thought the Rams looked good against Brady and co. the previous week. So looking pretty unstoppable with Stafford. And man, I didn't see that coming. So that was a shock. And there were a lot of shockers in week 4 of NFL action. I mean, the Jets and the Giants both picking up wins. The Bills 40-0 over the Texans. Like, I didn't expect that. I thought Davis Mills showed some signs of life the previous week, and now he's back to being dead. So good week overall. You know, we had Sunday Night Football, the Bucks, Brady marching in to Foxborough, getting it done against Belichick, and seems like maybe some old rivalries were buried there. At least some tension was relieved. I don't know. Tension relieved. Urban Meyer. Yeah. Okay. Later on, we're going to take a look at my picks for week 5. I'm also going to show you an update of the YouTube Creators Fantasy Football League, where I did suffer my first loss of the 2021 season, unfortunately. All right. 2021 Pro Set Metal Football. So if you don't remember, if you were not a collector in the 80s and the 90s, Pro Set was around for a few years. It is now an IP that has been bought up by Topps. Brian Gray, the owner of, bought up by Leaf. Brian Gray, the owner of Leaf, very, very excited to bring this set back. It's 2021, the hobby is wild, so of course Pro Set is back. Now, some collectors will, remember this set as low-end junk from the 90s, really the height of the junk wax era. I have nothing but fond memories with Pro Set. There was a small antique shop in my little mountain town when I was a kid, first starting to collect, and they had packs of 89 and 90 Pro Set. They sold them for $1 each. I got a lot of those packs as a kid. So I have nothing but fond memories. I like the design of these. So much different configuration. Obviously, I think those boxes were like 36 packs, like 400 cards per box or something like 12 cards per pack, something crazy like that. Now it's going to be 12 cards per box. And these are going to have 6 base cards, 6 autographed cards. So me and my buddy John are just battling for fun. He's going to be on the right. I'm going to be on the left. So let's go ahead without further ado. So these are not licensed football cards, so they are not going to have team logos, unfortunately. Kind of like what you would expect with Panini Baseball, for example, which just came out, Optic Baseball. I think we'll be doing that on the channel tomorrow. There are a ton of new products coming out right now. We just had Origins Football yesterday, also UFC Chronicles, also Optic Baseball. So I'm not sure, but at some point you can look forward to Optic Baseball, both first off the line. Ooh, I want to make sure these are... He's going to be on the right, I'm going to be on the left. So we'll do John's box first, and then we'll see if I can get the dub. But so many new products coming out, so we will have all of those on the channel this week and then next week as well. So yes, they are going to come in a jewel case. Cool looking box. You know, these Leaf does do these boxes. So this is nothing new. We have seen cards in a jewel case before. They do this with like Trinity and Flash and some of their other products. Leaf products these days are really polarizing. I think they're starting to grow on me the more that I open them. I think I'm starting to like Leaf products just a little bit more lately. The Chrome cards in particular, they do a really good job on. But you know, I've gotten to the point where I'm okay with unlicensed cards these days. And the reason why I'm okay, you know, is just because with what we're seeing with the people who do own the licenses, we're just seeing quality control issues. So Topps with Topps Chrome Baseball, a lot of quality control issues. Just opened up Gold Label for the members. So if you're not a member on the channel, you can hit the join button, become a member, and see the member exclusive video every Wednesday. This week I opened a hobby box of Gold Label, and my box had some issues with like peeling on the cards. Let's go ahead and take a quick little preview and see who I've got on the cover of my box. And he's got Boyd on the cover. I've got Rodarius Williams, and interesting because my box is like halfway open. So let's go ahead and see who wins this friendly battle, and then like I said, afterwards we will take a look at my picks for week 5, and then also a update on the YouTube Hobby Creators Fantasy League. I might have already spoiled the back card. So 12 cards, 12 base cards, or 6 base cards, 6 autographs. I'm pretty sure everything is going to be numbered as well. So here is my buddy John. He's going to kick off with a Rakeem Boyd. That is going to be numbered 5 of 75. So yeah, every card in here is going to be numbered. Again, this is the classic Pro Set design. I do think it's cool that they have the IP so they can, you know, even do the logo and stuff like that. So J.C. Horn, going to be for the Carolina Panthers. That is going to be 86 of 100, excuse me. Warren Jackson, Pro Set Prospect. So I'm wondering, it looks like so far we've seen Pro Set Prospects and rookies as well. So actually they all say Pro Set Prospect, never mind. I love this. The official trading card of football fans everywhere. Yeah, that is what the original card said as well. Ramandra, let's see what this one's number 2. 16 of 25. Ramandra Stevenson. And it feels like the autos are on a little bit thicker stock from what I'm feeling back here. So Ramandra Stevenson, that is going to be a red wave. 57 of 75. Javon McKinley is going to be his blue. 60 of 75. And Kadarius Toney, of course, with the New York Giants, who did pick up their first win against the Saints. And I'm pretty sure that I said this last week, that the Saints are going to be a very inconsistent team all year. They're going to win some games that they should lose. They're going to lose some games that they should win. And they definitely should have won. Kind of crazy. All right, I think we're going to get into our autos now. That is our 6 base cards. First auto is going to be Zaven Collins for John. Zaven Collins. That is going to be 15 of 50. His next auto gonna be Elijah Moore, and I'm seeing a black, so this could be a 101 maybe. Again, I haven't watched any of these boxes get opened. Asante Samuel Jr., be a 101. Be a 101. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Elijah Moore really quick. 8 of 15. I would love it if this was a 101 right here, and make my box have to be that much more better. Show us that 101. 4 of 15. That is going to be like a black mojo. Very cool looking card. I think Asante Samuel, didn't he have a pick against Mahomes last week or week before? I can't quite remember. Of course, the Chargers last week making the Raiders look like pretenders, and I've been saying it. And I mean it with no disrespect. Really, I mean it with no disrespect. When I talk badly about your team, it's just my opinion. I don't really have any ill will against any particular team. So when I say things like the Broncos and the Raiders are pretenders, just my opinion. Just my opinion. TJ Vasher. That is going to be numbered 11 of 35. Puka Williams Jr. Oh, and Devonta Smith. All right, 1 of 25 on the Puka. And I think his best card going to be the Devonta Smith. And that is going to be numbered 2 of 2. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So I have my work cut out for me right here. He didn't get any great quarterbacks, so I think a quarterback auto might get it done against a 2 of 2 Devonta Smith. I think that's going to be his best card for sure. The Vasher was nice. Also, the Elijah Moore and Asante Samuel were both nice. But he did blank on all of the QBs from the draft class, so hopefully I can find myself one and call it good to take the dub in this battle, because as you guys know, I don't win too many of these battles. TJ Vasher was to 35 for John. He also had the 1 of 25 eBay 101 Puka Williams. Asante Samuel to 15. Elijah Moore to 15. And the Zaven Collins were his autos. We'll set these off to the side. I think his best card, definitely the Devonta Smith. I think that is what he would be taken into battle, because let's just go ahead and say best card wins. Might be a little bit hard, might get a little messy if we start trying to figure out best 12 cards. So we'll just say best card wins, and it's all for fun. Nothing is on the line. See if we can not spoil anything. I think I might have just spoiled my auto. All right. So I am going to start off with Rodarius Williams. That is going to be numbered 19 of 75. I've also got Trevon Grimes. That is going to be 14 of 25. Dylan Moses, and that is an orange wave. 7 of 10. I have Asante Samuel Jr. I think I see a redemption in here too. Is that a redemption? That is a redemption. I don't know if that's good or bad. Asante Samuel Jr., so mine is going to be 2 of 15. I also have an SM Rose Jr. That is going to be 21 of 35. I also have a purple Mojo of Devonta Smith. So I have... one thing I just noticed is that these are two different designs. I think this is 89 Pro Set. I think this is either 80. I think this is 88 Pro Set. And then I do have a redemption behind it. You have received a Pro Set Metal Football Javion Hawkins. Okay. So it's not a huge card. So my sixth is going to be 23 of 25. So those were my base cards. Now we are going to get into my autographs. Got to beat a Devonta Smith. So we don't know what parallel that card is going to be. You don't find out with Leaf until you redeem it. That's kind of interesting. Amari Rogers going to be my second of 6 autos. Again, these boxes are about $200. Just wanted to try something new, and we've been ripping a lot of like Leaf Metal, Leaf Ultimate Draft, Leaf Trinity in the group breaks. So when I saw this, I saw a Pro Set, I was like, sure, we got to get some. We got to open some on the channel. Amari Rogers, Monra St. Brown, and that's going to be a white as well. This one's going to be 4 of 30 Amari Rogers. Now, depending on the numbering of this one might be on par with Devonta Smith to 2. This is maybe a 101. 3 of 5 white right there. So a 3 of 5 white Monra St. Brown. Gonna be my best card so far, I think. Greg Rousseau. I like where we're going here. Not necessarily the name, though. The Rousseau, by the way, was 16 of 20. Demetric Felton. That is going to be a Browns card right there. Final auto is going to be Travis Etienne, so that is pretty good, but I think it's going to come down to the numbering on this one. So his Devonta Smith is to 2. My Travis Etienne is to 15. Oh boy. So I think we're going to have to go to the comment section here. I really do, because I'm not quite sure who had the better box. Obviously Etienne the better player, but he is out for the season. His Devonta Smith is to 2. I think I like mine a little more long-term, but right now, I'd probably give it to him. Take a look at my autos again. So my autos, of course, the Etienne. Amon-Ra St. Brown to 5. Demetric Felton to 30. Greg Rousseau, that was to 20. Amari Rogers to 30. And then the Javion Hawkins. Overall, I really enjoy this product. I think it's pretty cool. I like that you not only get the autographs, but you also get some base cards. With products like Leaf Ultimate Draft, you're only getting 5 autos per box. So I like the fact that not only is it 6 autos, and maybe some of the autos aren't, the best names, a lot of defensive players and lower tier offensive players. We missed quarterbacks in both of our boxes. I do like that there are base cards as well. So for $200, it seems like kind of a great product if you're into Leaf stuff. I am curious. Let me know in the comment section who you think took the dub this week in our battle. And again, we're just playing for fun, so nothing is on the line. I would rip this again. I would probably put some of this in our group breaks, and I'd probably honestly just do another battle of this maybe in the coming weeks. Even on the rundown, maybe even next week we'll do a battle. I don't know. I really enjoyed this product. I like the look of the cards. I like the different parallels. I like that everything is numbered. So it's a great product. All right, let's head on over for my picks of the week and take a look at an update on the YouTube Creators Fantasy Football League. All right, so let's take a look at the RGL Pick'em League. This is the league that we set up at the start of the season. I am giving away prizes to the top 3 winners. As of right now, I am sitting in 29th out of 100th position. 40 total correct guesses through 4 weeks. So I'm above average. The leader is going to be at 47 points with Yoba Goya still in first. Sleeved Up moving up to a tie in second with T Bowman as well. So they are leading the pack. These 3 are obviously great at making their picks for every week. You can see I'm about 7 points off the lead. I have made my way up to the middle of the pack, or a little bit above the middle of the pack. Again, we have some people at the bottom who decided not to play, even though they signed up. Let's take a look at my picks from last week. I was 11 of 16 correct. So I did have Cincy over Jacksonville. I had Atlanta, over Washington. That was a bad pick on my part. I had Buffalo. I had Detroit, over Chicago. Didn't get that one right either. Dallas over Carolina. I correctly picked Indiana as the underdog. There's one of my underdog picks that came through. Got Cleveland over Minnesota. Easy one there, although that game was a lot closer than I expected. Missed this one. I did have New Orleans. I also had Tennessee. I don't know. I don't know what happened because Tennessee was looking pretty good there. Had Kansas City over Philly. And I had the Rams over Arizona. I didn't expect that. Arizona not only won that game, but won it decisively. And I didn't get to watch that game. I was too busy watching my Mariners get eliminated from playoff contention. I correctly picked Seattle. Non-confidently, I did not think Seattle was going to take that game. We did 28-21. I honestly expected that to be a loss, but you got to go with your hometown team, except for this week. Don't tell anybody. We got Baltimore. Correctly picked the underdog there. There was no way that Baltimore should have been the underdog to Denver. Even in Denver, writing was on the wall there. I think that was one of the easiest bets of the week. Green Bay over Pittsburgh, obviously. Tampa over New England. A much closer game than I expected. I said that was going to be a 36-24 game last week. And then the Chargers over Vegas. Again, I've been saying it. Sorry, Vegas. I've been saying it. Like, come on, Vegas. Come on, Denver. Like, beat somebody. I don't know. I guess Vegas has beat somebody legit, but like I said, they're off to a fast start, and that's it. I almost correctly guessed that one. 28-17 was my pick. 28-14 is what it ended up. Let's go ahead and take a look at my picks for the week. And again, I do have to make this video every Tuesday night, so I can't wait until the deadline right before Thursday to make my picks. And I do have to make my picks without knowing who might be starting, who might be sitting. So I do make these picks very early in the week. So I've got the Rams over the Seahawks tonight. I have to pick that. I just have to. I'm sorry. I really, really just think that the Rams are going to bounce back after a tough loss. And my Seahawks, even though they beat the 49ers, it's all the Russell Wilson show. And they just have so many things that they have to shore up this year that I think the Rams are the more complete football team. So the Rams take the win tonight. Atlanta over the New York Jets. Green Bay over Cincinnati. I do think that is going to be a much more competitive game than people think. But I do think that Aaron Rodgers and co. go into Cincy, get the win. I got to go with Minnesota over Detroit. I want to like Detroit, but I don't know. I thought at first it was just some unlucky losses, but now I'm starting to be on the wall a little bit. I think Pittsburgh bounced back here. I know there's a lot of talk about Big Ben and his degradation of skills. I think this is probably going to be his final year, but I do think that Pittsburgh is not as bad. They're just not as bad as people say they are. So I do think that Pittsburgh gets the win at home. Tampa Bay over Miami. I think that one's pretty. I know Miami always plays Tom Brady tough, but at Tampa Bay, I got to go with Tom and co. New Orleans against Washington. I could have went either way on this one, and apparently the pick distribution is 58-42. I'm going to go with New Orleans. I think they're going to be kind of this team that wins one, loses one, wins one, loses one. Very inconsistent. I do think that they pick up a win here. Philadelphia is going to be one of my underdog picks this week over Carolina. Carolina, I don't know if CMC is going to be playing. I think he's still out. I like Philadelphia here for some reason. I'm just going to pick them. And then favorites for the rest of the way out, Tennessee over Jacksonville. I think the more interesting bet is whether or not Urban Meyer is going to be coaching that game. New England over Houston. Houston just got thumped. So I think New England comes back with a win there. Las Vegas, I do think Vegas takes this win over Chicago at home. Chargers at home over Cleveland. That's going to be a very, very good game in that 1 o'clock time slot. Dallas over the New York Giants. I have that one as a dub for Dallas. Dallas looking pretty good. Over there. Arizona going to bounce back against the 49ers. Kansas City over Buffalo. That's going to be a great game on Sunday Night Football. And finally on Monday night, I have Baltimore over Indy. Decisively. So in the tiebreaker, I think that that game isn't gonna be very much fun on Monday night. And then this Kansas City Buffalo game, I think KC just gonna do what KC does and score a lot of points. All right, let's go ahead and take a look over at the YouTube hobby content creators. And again, I suffered my first loss of the season, moving on to 3-1. Still good enough for third place, but Ollie Moon kind of thumped me this week. 30-point win for him. In other action, Up North Collectors moves on to 2-2 with a 152-55 win over Schulte. Bowman 1951 moves up to 2-2, 20-point win or so over 5-0 Cheddar Bob. For the Love of Sports Cards goes for a 20. Oof. Thought he took the dub there. Pack Addicts with the 182 bomb this week, moving up to 4-0. Turning Goff getting it done against that's sleeved up, by the way, getting it done against Hitman Rips and IF Ian moving on. If Sports Cards moving on to 4-0 against Shy City Pools, which means we have only 2 undefeateds left. Pack Addicts Northwest and If Sports Cards, a couple of 3-1s as well, and all jammed up there in the middle at the 2-2. Let's take a look against Ollie Moon. Take a look at how I lost this one. Just kind of a blah week for my team this week. You know, I had Mahomes, who overshot his projection by a touchdown. He had Herbert, and then after that, my whole team just kind of fell off. Thielen didn't do much. A.J. Brown was out last week, so I had to play McCole Hardman. Alvin Kamara just didn't do much, missed his projected by 10. Darrell Henderson hit his projected. Austin Hooper really didn't do too much for me. Kareem Hunt overshot projected, which is nice. Hunt has been good for me all year. Blankenship, and then, like I said, I had Cincinnati in an absolute, I didn't think that game was going to be close. I thought that Cincinnati was going to put it away early, and did not do me any favors picking them up. On his side of the ball, he had Herbert and Jamar Chase. DJ Chark, who went on the IR with that injury, didn't even get to play in that Thursday night game. He had Taylor and Robinson, who both did exactly what you thought they were going to do. Kelsey, and then Cordell Patterson. That was going to be the difference in the game pretty much right there. Cordell putting up a 35 bomb out of nowhere. 3 reception touchdowns, 82 yards. Huge for him. Also his defense with some points as well. Take a look ahead to this week. I do have, for the Love of Sports Cards, my buddy Dimitri, who is a platinum member here on the channel. So he is 1-3. I am 3-1. So I'm looking to rebound. He is looking to get back up to 500. Very close right now. Only a 1-point difference between the two of us. He's got Rodgers. I've got Mahomes. Thielen and Hill are going to be our WR1s. A.J. Brown, if he plays, because he is questionable against Allen Robinson. Chase Edmonds as his running back against Kamara. I've got Darrell Henderson on Thursday against the Seahawks. We all know that pretty much everybody has been running against them. So I actually like this matchup, even though I don't like the idea of my Seahawks losing. He's got Najee against Denver, which I think is a strong matchup for him as well. I do think Pittsburgh is going to win that game, and pretty much all of their offensive weapons are going to have to step up to get that done. Our tight ends, really not too much to talk about in that matchup. Neither of us have an... I guess Fant is much better than Hooper. And then Hunt and Cooks. He is playing the wide receiver in the PPR league in the slot. Will be interesting to see if Brown does actually play or not, because I actually don't... I'm not very deep at wide receiver, so I do have McCole Hardman on my bench. Blankenship against Butker. Obviously, you like Butker there. And Denver D against Tampa Bay. And this, I might switch this out. So let's go ahead and take a look. I am trying to put in a little waiver claim. So this is my team as it stands. Again, I am not very deep at wide receiver. I do have some running back options. Holding 3 defenses right now. I decided to go with Cincy, even though I picked up New Orleans on a waiver claim last week. But yeah, this is where the league is at right now. Again, I'm sitting 3-1, good enough for third. My points 4. I haven't scored the most points, but I'm happy with my team. I think Up North Collectors is going to start to really tromp through. 572 points scored. The first couple losses were kind of bad luck losses, and Up North, a great channel here on YouTube, really hitting their stride. You'll look at the matchups for the week. IF has Hitman Rips. And then the other undefeated Pack Addicts does have Turning Goff, a nice 4-0 versus 3-1 matchup, which sits well for me. Obviously, you want all the teams up top close to you playing one another. So we'll see if we have anybody moving on to 5-0 by the time we do the rundown next week. I want to thank you for joining me. Let me know what you thought about Leaf Metal, and let me know who you think won the battle between myself and my buddy John. That's going to do it for me, and we will rip something brand new tomorrow and brand new pretty much all week next week. A lot of new products coming out. It is a great time in the hobby. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you found something that you can enjoy ripping, or a new product that you really like. That's going to do it for me today, sports fans, and good luck to your team, unless they're playing my team. I'll catch you tomorrow.